Very good hot chocolate. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is very good. All right. Welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon.
I'm Arianna.
And we have a guest host, so thank you so much for joining us. Lucas? Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone else, for joining us. If you're new here, we are a podcast that just chit-chats and then discusses Reddit stories. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you.
Okay. So how was your week? Anything you want to share?
It was good. We went to Letchworth.
Nice.
Okay. Saw all the falls.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long 7 miles.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
saw 7 miles total.
see any rattlesnakes?
No rattlesnakes. I saw a normal snake.
Did you pick it up
No, why would I
and
do
kiss
that?
it? No, I don't know.
What glasses are you wearing?
I don't know. These are Oprah's reading glasses. They're very big and thick. But I can, because I refuse to get, what is it called? Bifocals. Because I feel like I'm too young for them.
But these make you look
fit.
older than bifocals would.
These fit on top of my other reading regular glasses, so then I can see them. I have cuter
You look
ones.
like you're wearing goggles.
I have cuter ones, but right now these are the ones that I have out. I have different strengths all over the place, and right now with the contacts, these are the strength I need.
Anyways, we made hot chocolate. Homemade is very good. We also made a meat pie that everyone.
Like dog.
Yeah, but it tasted good. I thought it tasted good at least. He didn't want to take any home with him though. I don't know why.
It looks like dog food, but I do have to say it was really good. I just felt we needed a side of vegetable.
Yeah, there was actually no vegetables in there, and we added in peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely could have we also thought about peas. That would have been good in there too. But I didn't want to alter the recipe too much for the first time.
Yeah, no, I get that. So we had a pretty amazing week. We missed a week for our followers and fans, so I am sorry. We just had a lot going on personally. We have some good news, but it's not really our news to share.
No.
So we'll leave it at that. I do want to say it was so busy. So last week, Amanda, who has been a host on here, got married. So congratulations, Amanda and Tyler. The wedding was so beautiful and nice, except, oh my God, it was the hottest day, record hot of the
So
year
hot.
here in Buffalo. It was what was it, 90-something? And then we had 90% humidity on top of that. So you just go out and you just sweat. It was gross. Everyone was gross after. Definitely needed a shower.
Sweat was just dripping down my back.
Yeah, so gross. And I was also the photographer, so I was taking photos, and my camera, I had to stop taking photos for a little bit. It needed a break. I had to go in the air conditioning because it was malfunctioning. It just wasn't working right. And then when I went to work, someone was telling me that they were at a wedding and the photographer also needed to take a break because the camera was malfunctioning.
Wow.
I've never heard of that happening, but
No.
apparently heat and humidity do not equal great for photos.
Makes sense.
It does make sense. And then I have a couple other things. So we did have an unexpected visitor in our house the other morning when we were trying to get ready for work.
The mouse?
It was the cutest little mouse.
It was so cute.
Except I don't want it in my house. Yeah, Maisie. So we have 4 cats, and of the 4 cats, one of them is a good mouser.
Yeah. It was cute that I
Maisie.
heard the squeaking going on, and then I look over and I thought they're playing with a toy, but there's 3 cats just poking at this tiny little mouse I had trapped in the corner.
Yeah, except for your little Miso that likes to bite you and always snuggle with you. She was up as high as she could go in the office, and she just wanted to run away. It was so cute.
She was scared.
She was terrified. So yeah, but yeah, so then I had to trap the mouse, got it on a dustpan, and covered it with a bowl to put outside. I'm pretty sure it went to go die.
Yeah. See, someone had said that we should have just killed it.
Who said that?
No, it's misery.
No.
How?
I don't know, but it was so cute. And I was just trying to scream at them to tell them, leave me alone. I don't know. I felt bad for it. No, I felt really, really bad for it. So, yeah. And then I vacuumed the pool. It's finally not milky because that was disgusting. It was so cloudy. It looked gross. So I'm glad the pool is like in order. I've just been vacuuming because there's dead algae on the pool bottom. So
Gross.
I've been vacuuming that up better than live algae.
That is true.
So, and then you guys have anything else you want to share before I go on to the news?
No, go straight to your news.
All right. So one of the news, we'll start. Do you want to start? We'll start with the medical news that I saw, which is really gross. A 61-year-old man who suffered critical injuries after being pulled into an MRI machine while wearing a metal chain. He died.
That happened in Final Destination.
Like, he went into the room while his wife was getting an MRI, and it just pulled him right in, and then he died.
That's awful. Did she die?
I think she's okay. I mean, obviously traumatized.
Yeah.
But I think she's okay. There's no word about her, so I'm assuming she is.
That's awful.
And then studies find working from home lets people eat healthier, feel less stressed, and maintain lower blood pressure. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. And maintain lower blood pressure than those in offices. It's so true. Honestly, it's just people want people to be in work because they want the tax breaks for having the businesses, people in the offices. Because really there's no reason to have people in offices for most jobs. At least I like a hybrid. Like I could see if you had to go in once or twice a week to collaborate. But 90% of the time I think I could be working from home.
I agree.
And then of course, and I mean the whole internet is talking about it. You've seen the CEO and his head of HR person at the Coldplay concert. The memes are just hilarious.
Yeah, I saw something though that Coldplay released an apology.
Yeah, because he's blaming them.
It's not their fault. It's a public event.
You went to a public event. Jumbotrons aren't meant to like out people. Usually it's like a kiss cam or whatever. How about if you're going to have a private affair? Well, first of all, you shouldn't be having them. But if you're going to, go somewhere private where others are not going to see you. And they were with another coworker. Just so trashy. So I don't know. Like his statement really annoyed me. Oh, shoot. I thought I took a screenshot of the statement. Hold on. Go to photos. Because his statement, I'm like, that's not even an apology. That's when people say, I'm sorry, but if you didn't do this, then I wouldn't have been mad. It was one of those apologies.
That's an apology, is it not?
It is not an apology. So this is allegedly, I will say alleged in case this isn't his, but it's been all over, and I'm pretty sure it's his. So, and from Andy Byron, I want to acknowledge the moment that's been circulating online and the disappointment it's caused. While what was supposed to be a night of music and joy turned into a deeply personal mistake playing out on a very public stage, I want to sincerely apologize to my wife, my family, and the team at Astronomer. You deserve better from me as a partner, as a father, and as a leader. This is not who I want to be or how I want to be represented of my company I help build. I'm taking time to reflect and take accountability and to figure out what the next steps personally and professionally. I ask for privacy as I navigate this process. I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. I respect artists and entertainers, but I hope we can all think more deeply about the impact of turning someone else's life into a spectacle. As a friend once sang, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you, Andy.
He's just sorry he got caught.
Yeah, but why did he have to add in the last part? He's not sorry. He's just sorry he got caught. Like, how dare you put a camera on me?
Yep.
So allegedly, this is from Megan Byron, who posted this now, her response to the public. Because I do feel bad because both people, the HR lady, she has not resigned while he has now from the company. They both have young kids. So I do feel bad for people with kids. It has come to my attention, and apparently to the attention of half the internet, that my husband, Andrew Byron, has made a certain choices, public ones, under stadium lights during a Coldplay concert, a venue not typically associated with infidelity, but here we are. Let me be perfectly clear. I am not issuing this statement in defense, nor in heartbreak. I am issuing it in power, in precision, in silk gloves, and sharpened wit. I will not be engaging in performance forgiveness, nor am I interested in the optics of grace. What Andy has done is not just humiliating, it is banal, common. A man of ambition brought down by his own astonishing lack of imagination. I have retained counsel. I have reviewed holdings. I have reallocated what was once ours into what is now very clearly mine. I am not spiraling. I am not ascending. And while I am ascending, and while Andy may have quoted Coldplay in his statement, I will simply say, when the lights went out, I saw everything clearly. Those who expect tears, I don't cry for clowns. I schedule, I document, I rebuild.
Oh, okay.
If that's truly her statement, which I hope it is, I applaud you, ma'am.
That was pretty good.
That was good. Yeah, because everyone's like, oh my God, the poor wife, the poor wife. So I'm really glad that she's not coming off. She is a victim, but she's not.
Yeah.
She's coming out as strong.
Yep.
So I like that.
Yep.
All right. Are you guys ready to get into the
We
Reddit
are.
stories?
We're going to start off with one that Lucas found. Are you going to read it or do you want me to? Okay. This is from r/DND, posted by natty_bow_ace. My players won't play unless they are shirtless. It's uncomfortable and I don't know how to stop it.
Okay.
So I've been playing this homebrew campaign in a sort of Conan the Barbarian setting. Most of my players are barbarians and it's been a blast, but at some point, one of my players said it's time to get serious during a tough encounter and took off their shirt while screaming in rage. They proceeded to roll a nat 20 to shock of everyone. Then one by one, they all just got really hyped and started taking off their shirts, screaming. They ended up winning the encounter, and it was a funny moment, but ever since, they have been calling themselves the Beef Brigade, refusing to play with shirts on. I mean, it's cool that they want to get in character, but I don't really like this. Every time I tell them not to take off their shirts, they get upset. They all start to flex and tell me things like, you can't stifle the beef, or call me bad beef. I just don't know what to do or how to stop this. If anyone has dealt with a similar situation, I would love some advice.
I have never been in this situation.
No.
I don't know even what to say. It's so funny.
Top comment. Take off your pants. Assert dominance.
Oh gosh. That is hilarious. What would you do?
I don't know. I feel like it's part of the fun.
You just gotta get in the character.
Yeah, just let it happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's unless someone's offended, unless that person, maybe the writer OP is offended.
Could be.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious. I really like that. Oh my God.
Great.
Is that what happened at their D&D night?
No, I've only been once, but I never saw any of them take off their shirts.
Oh, your D&D?
Yeah.
That would be funny. I think because you're related to most of the people there.
I'd rather they not take off their shirt.
Well, if it's the guys, you don't see anything like whatever. I mean, pretty much in America, when women take off their shirts, it's a little bit more taboo.
Yeah.
If a bunch of guys want to sit around D&D, take off their shirts, I guess it's fine.
That would be a little odd to walk into. You go downstairs to your boyfriend's D&D match, and you see him just sitting around. All of the guys are shirtless.
That would be funny. You'd be like, what is happening here?
I thought you guys were playing a different game.
Hey, at least they're not taking the shirts off to play Twister or something. Then it might be something to, there might be a conversation that needs to be had.
They're like, we combine strip poker and Twister.
Like, oh. Like, sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah.
I can't get this out of my eyes. So I do have to comment on our mugs. So I'm using the one that I had created. I hit some on my Etsy, but Stay Trashy. And it's just a raccoon and a fox with a wine glass. And it's just so cute. It makes no sense, but I love it. And then Arianna has.
Don't be a twat waffle.
And Lucas has.
Don't be a thunder cunt.
Adorable. I love the mugs at my
own.
house. Yeah, but is he saying that to one of us?
Oh.
Yeah.
Great. It's a message for me.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just over here staying trashy, so I'm good.
Yeah, you stay trashy.
I'll stay trashy.
You're calling me a twat.
Yeah, don't be a twat waffle. All right, moving. We're going to go to r/2 hot takes. My best friend finally confessed their feelings to me as I'm in a relationship. Am I cooked? Posted by Throw RA41303. Advice needed.
Okay.
I generally need advice because I am so lost at the moment. I apologize if my grammar is a bit off as I'm very tired and haven't slept well lately. So I, 22 female, and my boyfriend, 26 male, have started dating recently. We're taking things slow because we got cheated on before in our last relationship before we met each other. He is honestly, so far, a great man to be with. Here's my problem though. My best friend, 25, just texted me about an hour ago and finally reciprocated their feelings back to me. Keep in mind that yes, while I did have feelings for them before, I got rejected multiple times because they're trying to figure themselves out. Okay, no problem at all. But now I'm at a loss. I've known them since high school when I was a freshman back in 2018 while they were a senior. We had some great memories, yes, but after being rejected so many times, I just gave up in general trying to win them over, so we remained besties. But actions speak louder than words. What I mean is that, for example, I would wish them a happy birthday and make a post all about them, but they wouldn't even wish me or text me a happy birthday. I wasn't offended at first because our lives are busy, which I completely acknowledge that, but I realized certain patterns from them. They would always acknowledge our mutual friends and text them nonstop, but they don't even text me first or anything back. I've approached them before and asked them if I ever made them uncomfortable before, as I would have taken responsibility for it if I did, and I would never intentionally make them feel that way. And they would tell me no, and that I'm always here for you. But when I do text them, no answer. Don't worry, I don't and never had spam texted my bestie. Fast forward as of right now. They're telling me that I'm the only one for them and they can't live without me. They even told me they even told me that I knew them longer compared to my boyfriend. This is true, but I'm just confused now. Am I cooked? Is this normal behavior?
No.
No.
Sorry, I was taking a drink. Go ahead, Lucas.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you should just. So wait, that friend is not. That friend.
So she just got into a relationship, and then her friend is now saying that they're meant to be together. Yeah.
But he never really acknowledged her before.
Nope.
No. So, and then why does she just keep being friends with him in the first place?
I think it's stopped talking to him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why.
Like, for multiple years in a row.
Yeah,
too.
very odd.
And now that she has a relationship, he wants her.
So,
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I find it odd.
Yeah. So there's a little edit.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I'm not interested in my best friend in that way anymore. I've seen some comments accuse me of wanting to go back to them when in reality I don't at all. I only asked if I'm cooked to see if the situation is really that bad because this is my first actual relationship. I don't see what the issue is to stop talking to him.
Yeah, I would just stop talking to him. I don't know. If one person, you can be friends with male or female, but once someone has crossed that line and they have feelings for you and they've made it clear, like sometimes you guess, but you don't know. But if you actually know, you can't be friends anymore if you're in another relationship because you don't have those feelings back.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're just lonely and they just want to keep that friend.
Yeah, though it seems like they weren't really great friends in the first place.
Yeah, so I don't know why you're talking to them anymore. I would just be like, I'm sorry, I'm in a relationship, and just kind of move on.
Yeah. Top comment, not them ghosting you on birthdays and now popping up like you're the one actually. Classic case of I want you because someone else has you. Stay with the one who actually shows up.
Exactly. They had their chance. They could have been with you before.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of weird.
Yeah, very strange. Other people are saying like it's time to cut them off and do some serious introspection. They sound totally toxic.
They do. They don't sound like a good friend.
No.
So you don't need them in your life anymore.
Yep. So your advice is get rid of them?
Yep. My advice is get rid of them.
Agreed.
It's not always easy. It's easier from being on the outside. Like, you need to get rid of them, but sometimes the outside perspective allows you to do the things you need to.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, next we're going to r/mark narrations, posted by Elise_policy8849. Am I the asshole for dumping my fiance because she wanted to have her hoe phase?
I'm going to say no. You should go ahead, be a hoe, but don't expect me to wait around for you.
I, 22 male, dated my ex-fiance for 7 years. For context behind the story, and I'm sorry that it's long, but we were middle school/high school sweethearts and have been happily dating and planning our potential wedding in the foreseeable future. We had our ups and downs throughout our relationship, as any couple does, but overall, or so I thought, it was content. Now, for a little context about myself, which is relevant. I'm a bit of a pushover and would give the clothes off my back for anyone I care about. I'm a very laid-back person, but my ex, I will call her R for anonymity, was a very bubbly yet unstable woman. She was raised by higher-class parents and had more luxuries in life than I had, which may have contributed to who she is. Over the years, we had quite a few arguments to the point where her family had to get onto her and tell her to stop because they could hear her from many rooms over. Her mom had warned her multiple times that if she doesn't change, that I would leave, and in hindsight, she was correct. When I look back on the relationship now, I realized she had cut me off from friends and family, and the said friends had warned me about her behavior, as well as apologizing for ghosting me after reconnecting. Anyway, on to the story. When we turned 20, R's attitude towards me did a complete 180. She went from sweet to unhinged. She would yell, threaten to break up, and then apologize right after, pulling me aside to call me an embarrassment and complain about things being boring in our intimate moments. Here's where the hoe phase came in. We were having a particularly nasty fight one day, and Ara said, I feel like I should have taken a break long ago because I never got to go through my hoe phase in high school. Needless to say, I was flabbergasted. She proceeded to throw the engagement ring I got her at me, and then apologized after, to which I told her that I needed time to cool off before work. Ara agreed to that, and without telling me, she went to a guy friend's house and texted me so that she was out while I was at work. I did not know this guy, but after another day with mutual friends and a fight about me being an embarrassment, she went off to work, upon which I decided to act and get all my belongings and move in with my grandma. Her mom saw my grandma and I eating lunch that same day and said, Oh, I didn't know you were here with your grandma. I'll have to tell R that I saw you. I told her not to because I was leaving R. She started crying and said that she knew it was coming and that I had nothing to apologize for. We left, and I continued to unpack all my belongings, and in the middle of doing so, I got a call from R. Crocodile tears produced, and an immediate switch happened after her dad told her to stop. And I told her things between us were over, and she replied by telling me, Okay, I'm blocking you now. Bye. Things were looking up from there. I was sad for a while, but my family and friends I reconnected with helped me through it. I learned afterwards that everybody I knew despised her, and we got a good laugh about videos she posted online later with her dancing in a bar with a crop top and camo pants. Things have improved since then, and my life is more stable than it was in a while. Thank you for reading, and I'm sorry that has been so long.
Okay. So, yeah, I think it was over. I think she was very unhappy in the relationship. I think they just hung on because it was just easy because they were together for so long. But yeah, she definitely needed to go, I guess, do her thing and do her hoe phase.
Yeah. At least she was honest about wanting her hoe phase.
Yeah.
And just not doing it while you're together.
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be worse. It sounds like she was a bit unhinged for a while. Yeah. So I don't know if there was things going on with the mental health or she just was clearly unhappy and didn't know how to get out of the relationship.
Yeah, could be it.
It could be.
She needed her hoe phase.
She needed it. Sometimes people just, man, woman, they just need their hoe phase.
Yikes. 7 years. Long time.
It is a long time, but they're only 22.
Yeah.
So I could see sometimes dating right from high school, it could be difficult just wanting to go out and experience like dating other people. I mean, the grass isn't greener, but sometimes some people just have to go out and experience that first.
Yep. Some people just need their hoe phase.
Yes.
Well, I think they're better off separate.
I think so. I think she can go out, dance in her little crop top and have fun. I don't know why they mentioned that in the story.
Yeah. But... Anything to say?
No. There's better off.
Yeah. All right. Gonna go to the next one.
Sorry.
From Two Hot Takes, posted by no_honeydew4202. My boyfriend lied to me about his name.
Oh, interesting.
That's weird. Okay.
I know this title makes it seem a lot more innocent than what it is, lol. I met my boyfriend on Tinder beginning of September 2024. We talked and went on our first date September 24th, 2024. We continued to see each other about once a week. We lived an hour away from each other. This gradually started to get more serious, and we started to see each other more and more. In December, I spent the night at his house. He said he was living with a friend and that a friend's girlfriend started to move in. New Year's Eve, we made things official and exclusive. In January 2025, he moved back in with his parents to save up for a house. He said the house he was in was too small for 3 adults and a large dog. Things progressed and we got more serious. We started to talk about moving in together when he buys a house and how I'll sell mine. He met my family. He met my 3-year-old nephew. He met my friends. We went out of town together. We started to see each other at least 3 times a week. I stayed the night at his parents' house. We were making plans for the future. July 3rd, he was supposed to be coming to my house for the weekend, and we were going to spend the 4th with my family. He texted me that his dad invited him fishing, and he was going to go. I was annoyed. This was something that happened frequently when we had plans. So I laid in bed and ate an edible when he made the 5-hour drive.
Okay.
While I was laying in bed, something in my gut was screaming at me. So I looked at my boyfriend's phone number on Venmo. I was stunned, shocked, jaw on the floor to find out his name was not what I thought it was for the last 10 months. I was able to see his entire Venmo history, and I saw someone paying him a lot, including things like rent, stuff for the dog, utilities. Then I went on Facebook and looked up both people. Surprise, surprise, he was also married. It was honestly insane. To be able to lie about your name for 10 months is no joke. To be able to quickly introduce yourself and instantly respond to a new name while you haven't been called for 29 years is insane.
Wow. That's insane.
Wow, I didn't know you could look up phone numbers on Venmo.
Me either. I'm like, ooh, I want to look up someone's phone number now.
That's smart.
Did their parents go along with this?
Okay, so
wait.
there's some context. So there's a comment. Did the parents not mention the fact that you weren't his wife when you stayed overnight at the house?
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
He met your family, so I'm assuming he also met his. No one found this strange that he was dating you while still married? And then OP responded with, oh shoot, hold on, I lost it.
No.
Okay. I actually never met his family. His parents supposedly spent a lot of time at their vacation home, so they weren't there. And something always came up when I was supposed to meet them.
Okay.
Oh.
But didn't they have a photo of a wedding photo or something up of their son?
No pictures at all. His parents were in the process of moving everything to their retirement home, so barely any decorations and no pictures.
Convenience.
Very convenient.
Oh my gosh. I would be shocked. I do hope she tells the wife. I think the wife needs to know.
Venmo $1 to his wife with a message. OP responded, LOL, I could, since she blocked me on Facebook now. She knows about me. Multiple people told her about me, and then she blocked me out of nowhere a week after. Even told someone she blocked my number from his phone too.
Okay, was she? I like when I don't like actually when people blame the other person having the affair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously, first of all, she didn't even know he was married. But even when they do, yeah, okay, that might not be a good person or someone's making bad choices. But the person that you're married to is the one that made the promises to you, not that other person.
I mean, she didn't even know, so I don't think it's on her at all.
It's not on her at all.
I'd say it's 50-50 when both people know you're in a relationship, but it's all on that person you're in with.
Yes, ultimately still that person. I mean, I would hope someone's a girl's girl or a guy's guy. They're not going to do that. But at the end of the day, it's the person that's committed that shouldn't be doing that.
Yep. Another response to a comment is, I kept all the pictures of him and I together, so when she's ready, she can get them all and use them for her divorce on Facebook. There's definitely no way he told her the entire truth, because I refuse to believe she'd stay if she knew.
She might even think she's a stalker, some weird girl that's really into him.
Yeah.
She might, I'm sure she does not know the full story.
I'm sure.
But there are women, though, that just blame the affair person and that's it. I don't know, what do you do? Not you drug the guy to make him have an affair, but that's how people kind of act sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he might have just said, you know what? I made a mistake once. Maybe he didn't tell her he had a full-on relationship. Who knows what he told her? Very strange. Yeah, that is really strange. Wouldn't you, as the wife, wouldn't you want to hear from them? Be like, all right, I'm going to speak to you once. What do you got for me?
Yeah, see if stories align.
Yeah, I'd want to check stories, photos, just to make my own educated decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently that's not where this wife wants to go, so.
Crazy.
It's insane. I can't imagine lying for that long. And I thought she met the parents by staying at his house. So why are the parents going along with this?
The parents did not know.
Because that would be unhinged.
That would be crazy. Yeah. All right, next we're going to 2 hot takes posted
Okay.
by Turbulent-Poet 2010. His mom called me fat at dinner. He laughed.
Oh no!
I, 30 female, have always been a little curvy. Nothing extreme, just not thin. My boyfriend, 32 male, claimed to love that about me, said I was soft in all the right ways. His mom, though, different story. At dinner with his family, she kept offering me salad and skipping me when passing bread.
That's so rude.
Then she looked at me and said, "You're very pretty. You'd be stunning if you lost a few pounds."
Oh, wow.
Everyone went silent. I looked at my boyfriend, expecting support. He laughed. He actually chuckled and said, "You can't say that, at least not at dinner."
Oh my God.
I excused myself, cried in the car. When I told him how it made me feel, he said I was overreacting and that she's old school, just ignore her. No, I'm not ignoring that, and I'm not staying with a man who thinks body shaming is funny.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Like, what would you do? Like, I wouldn't even want to be there for dinner any longer. Like, that's so,
Mm-mm.
the passive aggressiveness, like skipping someone, here's the bread. You're so pretty. If you just, lost some weight. That's so mean. Like, why do people think it's okay to comment on people's weight? And I can flip that too. Like, when people are really skinny, people are like, you're too skinny.
Yeah.
You need to eat. Like, why do people feel like
It does go both ways.
It goes both ways. Like, why are you making someone feel self-conscious? The person knows what they look like. Like, let's leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's horrible.
Very. Top comment: this is not old school, it's mean and insensitive and hurtful. Your boyfriend's mom is a bully. She's probably been a bully since 6th grade. Personally, I tell her, you're very pretty, but you'd be stunning if you didn't have that cunt of a personality. But that's just me.
Those are things I would think about, but I would never say.
Yeah, no.
No, especially to someone's mom. I don't know. I just wouldn't say it, but definitely would think it. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is insane. Now combine that one with the parents meeting her and knowing with a different name and knowing the guy's married. No, I don't. Yeah, that's just insane. It's never okay to body shame somebody.
No.
Either way.
Crazy.
It is? What do you got for us?
Let's see. Okay. R/Relationships by Impossible-Self-8534. I'm afraid I don't love my wife anymore.
Okay.
Male 33. I have been in a stable relationship with female 32 for almost 10 years, 7 of which have been living together, and the last 3 have been married. My wife has never been the party lead, but she is introverted and rather closed off. However, with me, she has always been outgoing and friendly, intelligent, and we share values of life. We've always been well in a good balance. After getting married means choosing yourselves, and we have done so. Recently, however, I had an epiphany. In the last 2 to 3 years, I have had almost no recollection of my wife being enthusiastic or laughing happily about anything. She was always anxious, depressed, sullen. She always comes home sad. She relies on me for everything. Every day there are problems and anxieties. She tells me I'm the only positive thing in her life. She has few friends, 0 hobbies. She almost never wants to go out. Ever since I had this epiphany, I can't shake it off. I feel like for the past few years, I've been on standby, taking care of her. But since I realized this, I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it. Being alone is now almost a relief. I feel like there's no positivity in the house. Writing these things is very heavy. Frankly, I feel like crying. Writing them down makes them a little more real in my head. I feel a lot of guilt in doing so. We're also on the point of trying for a baby. I've already told her I don't want to live in a sad house. I want to live with joy, especially with kids. Sharing this to collect your thoughts. Has anyone ever been here before? What did you do?
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack there. So at first I thought he was just maybe like, after you're married for a while, you have to choose each other because yes, like when you're in love, like there's that constant feeling, but eventually you're committed to that person. Like that feeling isn't always going to be there even though you love them. It's you're choosing that person over and over again. And then you go through that cycle of, yes, I feel it. And then you love the person, but you may not be feeling like those butterflies all the time. That's just grown-up relationship and choosing each other. So at first I was like, okay, but no, he's just mentally worn out from her being sad, which sounds like she needs a therapist.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they need couples counseling, but at first I think she needs her own counseling.
Yeah, I agree.
So clearly, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, and definitely don't try to bring a child in the mix of this.
No.
Because
No.
children make things, I mean, they are beautiful and wonderful, and, I wish I would've had more, like, I loved, like, that I had the 2 that I had, but I they add stress. I mean, then you're sleep deprived, and really, when you bring a baby home, the first, like, 6 weeks, you're in survival mode. So, I don't think bringing a baby in when her emotions are all over the place is the best thing to do, and she's gonna be more likely to postpartum depression if she doesn't fix herself,
Mhm.
and there's help for that, but she needs to start to helping herself first before she goes through all of that. And then bringing a baby in adds more stress into your marriage too. So you wanna make sure you 2 are solid before you do that.
Yeah. So, comment here. So, she's depressed. Have a sit down talk with her and express how you're feeling and how it's starting to seriously impact your relationship. Come from a place of concern and love. Talk to her about her seeking therapy and potential for medication and what you both can do to try and bring back her old self. Marriage is about working together through tough times. This is your opportunity to do so. Exhaust your options before deciding love has been lost. Whatever you do, keep up on birth control and make sure you do not bring a child into this until you're both in a better place. Then OP did reply, she has always been the sad type, let's say. This is consistent with her personality. I even wrote it in the post. I was basically on autopilot with her sadness because I'm so used to it. But of course, to external eyes, might be clear it's something else.
Maybe she's always been slightly
Yeah.
depressed. Like, I mean, it's great that she loves him, but it sounds like now it's a codependency too. She expects him to make her happy when you have to be happy within yourself. No one else can truly make you happy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, she definitely needs some therapy, possibly medication, and then even couples counseling just to say, this has been bothering me. Like, he should be allowed to address his concerns as well.
Mhm.
And it's exhausting if you're always the one carrying the mental load for somebody.
Yeah.
Because you need to do 50-50. Like, when you're in a relationship, it's never truly 50-50. Like, you could be at 80% and they're giving you 20, but then you have to, like, allow for that influx of there needs to be a shift, or maybe now you're at 20, but the other person's at 80. Like, you're like, "Look, I'm just not feeling it." Like, usually in a relationship, you both have to eventually fill in those gaps because moods are up and down all the time as it is. But if it's always like he's carrying on the load and I always have to perform and make you happy, that gets to be too much.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she will seek therapy, and I hope she takes the news well, because if she's always been this way and he's always been making her happy, I think she might not take it as easy as, it might be a bigger conversation.
Yeah. No.
No. Like, did he comment anything else or no?
No, nothing
Okay.
else. So, we'll see.
Well, hopefully they work things out. And yes, no baby until they figure all that out.
Yeah. No, definitely not. All right. We're going to do one more.
Okay. Sounds good. Bring it.
This is from r/Am I the Asshole by Cluster of Stars 8097. Am I the asshole for causing my mother-in-law not to come to my husband's birthday? Do you think she's the asshole?
Maybe, actually.
What do you think?
Probably.
All right. My husband's 29th birthday was last week. 3 weeks prior, I told him I planned a lobster buffet for him with our 2-year-old. He was super stoked because he mentioned several times in the past that he never had lobster. I told him to tell me if he had something else in mind, but he loved the idea, so I booked the dinner. A $120 reservation plus similarly priced gifts totaling to be about $240, a significant amount from where I'm from. A week before, his mother texted requesting an invitation. My husband said absolutely not and said he's tired of constantly footing the bill for his family celebrations. He usually provides food and gifts for others' birthdays and resents that he's not getting the same treatment for his birthday. Since the buffet was dinner, I considered inviting his mother to lunch. He's annoyed by his family's expectations, but I know he loves his mom very much and that he'd still love to spend his birthday with her. So, his mother also celebrated her birthday earlier this month. My husband gave her travel money, and I gave her $100 spending money. While away, she requested some additional cash, which I happily gave.
Okay.
Since then, I've been transparent about my husband's birthday expenses, telling her my limited remaining budget, so I mentioned that if she wanted to come, she should come alone due to financial constraints. She agreed. The night before, she suddenly said she'd be bringing her mother and my husband's younger brother. I reiterated our budget's limitations, but she insisted they wouldn't eat much. I said I literally did not have any money to host more people, and my husband was unwilling to pay for them. Bringing 2 additional persons meant compromising our grocery budget for the rest of the week. I eventually conceded, but it felt very disrespected. I didn't tell my husband, but I felt so bad that I confided in my sister-in-law, who told my brother-in-law. He ended up lecturing my mother-in-law. And then she texted, "Yeah, let's probably just meet next time," and has since ignored me. I now feel terrible.
It's kind of odd the way she described the story.
Yeah.
Kind of odd, actually. So I understand budget constraints, keeping it small, but like it's the mother, grandmother, and a younger brother. I would think they'd kind of be on the invite list unless they're like
You
on
would
falling out.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I just need more context, like to understand. I understand like you can only have so many people, but if another brother-in-law was there, was that his brother? Is he only close with one sibling? I don't.
Also, if he's tired of his mother and paying for them, why isn't he the one doing it instead of
His side, right. Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like the wife was probably planning the party. Yeah, I
Mhm.
definitely think usually it should be like you handle your family and I'll handle mine. But yeah, it just seemed a little odd. Like I would think the grandmother and the mother would be already invited and younger brother.
Yeah. Odd.
So I do find it a little odd. Or if there is a budget constraint and you're making a buffet, I don't know if it was at a restaurant, but if you're making a buffet, I would be like, okay, well then can you bring these items because we have extra people just so we have enough food?
Yeah.
And why is she going on a trip and they're giving her money like a
was
child?
Odd. That was
Like,
very odd.
I mean, for a gift, like let's say
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going,
fine. Here's some spending money.
yeah, I appreciate that.
But then Venmo request, can I have some $100 more on my trip?
Like, yeah, that's weird. Like I would expect it from a child, but not
Yeah,
from your parent. Like, but you're an adult now. I mean, I would send it to you, but if you guys were away, let's say you did the weekend away in Paris, you're like, oh, can you somehow send me $100? We don't have any money for food. We forgot that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you. But why are you sending it to your mom? I don't know.
It's odd.
Yeah, the story was just a little odd. I feel like you definitely need more context. I don't know.
Yeah. So top comment, why aren't you letting your husband handle his own mother? You jumping in the middle of things and trying to play nice is what caused the whole situation. Your husband's tired of going above and beyond for his family celebrations and getting nothing, including appreciation in return. You taking him out to celebrate was all he needed, and was very appreciated. Anyway, you didn't cause your mother-in-law not to attend. Her not wanting to spend her own money instead of yours or your husband's is why she bailed. Take the win and enjoy the celebration how it was originally planned.
Yeah, I guess because he was tired of them, that's why she wasn't invited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I would think about my mother. But if somebody said, "Hey, I'm inviting you, but nobody else," then I'm making the decision, am I going alone or not?
Yeah.
Like, she also needs to do that because it sounds like he's always giving and he doesn't get anything in return from them.
Yep.
I'm still caught up on the mom going on vacation and asking for more money.
Yeah.
It's just a little odd.
Very odd.
Yeah. I was like, I think, was she gambling? Like, I don't know. Why do you need, I don't know.
Another comment. You're the asshole, but not in the way you expect. You knew your husband didn't want her there, but you allowed her to railroad you into accepting her coming, and then the other two. You needed your sister-in-law and brother-in-law to get out of this hole, otherwise you'd have paid for 3 extra people. Why are you telling people how much you're spending anyways? They don't need to know your business.
That's true, but there's nothing wrong with saying I'm keeping it small due to budget constraints. Though I guess, let's say you don't have budget constraints, but you want a still intimate gathering, you're still allowed to have that.
Yeah.
So I guess you don't really need to say budget constraints. You could just say, it's small. We're only having 10 people coming, so you can only bring you.
Yep.
So I guess you could do that. So yeah, little strange story. Well, on that note, I hope everyone has a great week. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us and listening. And hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Thank you, and be kind. And good stuff on that. No, don't end it.
What?
Okay, I guess I'm meeting for all stuff. I was recording, so stop. There we go.